Hey everyone, thanks for coming to watch again. So in this video, we're going to go ahead and build upon what we did last time, which is the Power Automate job to create a resource group in Azure. So right now in my Azure subscription, I have no resource groups. I want to create a resource group with a name and a location, right? So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and create a bare bones Canvas app, and we'll go ahead and add the fields that are required. And then we'll also call our Power Automate job from that Canvas app. And then we'll see what happens. And obviously, the ideal result would be for us to get a resource group created in Azure with the parameters that we passed in as inputs. Okay. So we'll call this Canvas app integration with Azure resource group Power Automate. All right, whatever. So in here, we're going to keep it really, really simple. Okay, so let's just insert some inputs. So let's do a text input. Let's copy it. Like I said, this is going to be very, very simple. So our button, submit, and then let's get some labels in here. Resource group name. Hold it. Copy this. Make this location. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take this a step further and make it a little bit more dynamic. So I'll add a drop down for location. Move this down a little bit. So you got your resource group name, which is a string. I'm going to get rid of this default value here, just ugly. Okay. And then for location, for our items property, we don't want this drop down sample. We want to pass in actual values. So what we'll do is we'll do East US, Central US, West US. And so those are our values that are available to us. So like if we play this, we can see that these are our values we can pick from. And then we can type into this box, and that's our resource group name. Remember, resource group names can't have spaces in them, so otherwise our application will balk. Our submit button has no event handler right now, but we're going to deal with that right now. So on select, what do we want to do, right? Simple. We want to add an action. We want to call Power Automate. We're going to call this consume canvas app data. And so what it's going to do is it's going to add that to our on select handler here. And it's asking for a resource group name value. Okay, no problem. I'll pass you text input one.text for the first param. And then I'll pass you drop down one dot selected text. And I believe it's dot value. Yep. So now we're going to pass these parameters to the Power Automate job. Okay, great. So let's go ahead and save this. Now we're going to find out if it actually works. So I'm confident enough in my design that I'm going to go ahead and try it out. So it's going to be the Canvas app integration, right? So let's go ahead and play this app. But before we play this app, let me go ahead and open up the Cloudflow so that we can have it. It's never run before, but I want you to remember what we did before here. We have a Power Apps input. We have a resource group name here. We have the location, and then we're passing them in to our subscription, and it's supposed to create a resource group in here. Okay, so let's find out if this all works in tandem. So let's see here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this tab here so that I can go back to the play option there. Bear with me here. So we'll go to Power Apps. We'll go to our solution. We got to make sure we're in the right environment, not the default. Power Platform Playground. Let's go to our solution. Let's open this up. And then now let's go ahead and actually play the app. Let's try this out. So the default value is ECUS because that's the first object array value I gave. So resource group name, test resource group 1. And then I'm going to change this to Central US. And then I'm going to click submit. So it goes ahead and fires off. We don't have a success message or anything like that. So this, like I said, this was a bare bones, very simple example to get you to see the integration that can happen between Canvas apps and Power Automate and Azure. So we got 3 components going on here. So now, did our Power Automate kick off? It did, and it looks like it succeeded. So that's a good sign. Let's take a look. What happened here? We got a resource group name instantiated in our variable. We have this value passed here. We have these outputs. So this looks good. This is the header. We have a 201 status code. That's exactly what we want. And then do we have a resource group? If I refresh this page, I have a resource group. And if I open up this resource group, you can see that I literally have a JSON for this resource group. If I wanted to add tags, I could do that as well in my app. And there you have it. Thank you so much for watching.